Yeah, I mean, I know some of my friends, they have start-up companies, but none of them employ a whole slew of massive racists like you. So I credited you with more intelligence than to say it's an actor. And what I want, I'm not an actor myself, but I want to defend actors. Not all actors are racist, but, you know, probably the only actors who are racist are the actors in your party.
Well, hang on a second.
Nigel Farage, I just have a question about being a paid actor. You also run you are online on a website called Cameo, where you'll record paid shorts of you doing roasts or pep talks for people. I was just wondering, your cheapest ones you do are £70. If I paid you £70 now, would you admit that this country would be nothing without our rich history of immigration?
I've just listened to you talk about how the establishment are against you and how everything's a conspiracy theory. Why can't you accept that it's your violent racist rhetoric that's causing this, and it's not an establishment that's against you?
Within the last 2 years, my wife is a non-UK national from Nepal. She came to the UK within the last 2 years. Are you saying people like her are not welcome anymore?
What I'm saying is we cannot have limitless numbers of people coming...
My parents and myself were migrants to this country. You've said that the reason that there's waiting lists for the NHS, there's not enough houses, there's not enough, the cost of living's too high, is because of migrants. But since Brexit, there's been shortages of critical medications in the NHS, from what I understand, because of supply chain issues, such as IV paracetamol and other medications that help people not die. As someone that we have to thank for Brexit, what would you propose that we should do about this?
What I blame for problems in the NHS, I wasn't blaming migrants, I was blaming the population explosion, you know? I mean, we've had a 10 million increase in the British population since 1997, a 6 million increase since 2010, when the Conservatives were elected.
There's not enough of certain types of medications...
In terms of medication...
...is because too many people are using them. Is that what you're saying?
The reason we have a waiting list...
No, she's asking... She's asking specifically about the difficulty... No, you're asking very specifically, because you mentioned paracetamol and ibuprofen.
Well, I mean, that's one example from today, but what about the multiple examples from throughout your career? I mean, I'm asking about everybody who said things about shooting people coming across.
The first of a series of the establishment not wanting us to do well, and I'm afraid I'm seeing it from the Russia hoax to what happened with this guy yesterday. And the reason is very clear.
Well, hang on, that's not the question I'm asking. That's not the question I'm asking.
We heard from the Green Party before you, and to me they felt full of hope. Listening to you, it feels full of fear. Does that bother you, that you give an atmosphere of fear and perhaps people vote for you because they're worried about what will happen?